All right, I'm here with Randy and Nancy. You guys have been working with us for how long now?
Almost 3 months.
3 months? Okay, great. So let's start with you, Nancy. Let's go back to where you were and what brought you into our clinic.
I came in for typically, I was having difficulty with brain fog on a regular basis. And losing the weight was a benefit, but not the intention. So my digestive system wasn't working. Is that where we want to go? My digestive system wasn't working well since the first pregnancy, which was 35 years ago. And it got so bad and that I went to the University of Ann Arbor, the teaching hospital, and they wanted to remove my colon and give me a colostomy.
How long ago was that?
15 years. And to avoid that, I learned to do colonics on myself, and so my digestive system would work, but it still didn't work well. There was constipation, and I didn't know that it was what I was eating or that it was detox. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I did have candida, which is the sugar, the yeast that I was treated for, but it kept coming back. And so my digestive system works perfectly now for the first time in 35 years. The yeast is gone.
What energy levels?
Is gone. The energy is high, yeah. Before I was in tears, coming home from work saying, I can't do this anymore. I'm just so tired. So God's gonna have to give me the energy, or I'm just gonna have to quit. But so at this point, I can go to work at a factory and do a man's job and come home and still have the energy to work on the house.
Great. How about weight? What is that?
I've lost 2.5 sizes and just 22 pounds.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. All right, Randy, how about you?
I wanted to do this because I'd been feeling so bad, and at my age, I want to live as long as I can, but I want to live healthy. I don't want to have to be like all these other people I see that are on oxygen bottles and they're just weak and out of shape and stuff. And I've been going to the gym, and that helped, but I knew there was more. And we went to the seminar, and I found out that the diet was probably the biggest thing that was needed to change. So when we changed the diet, I started feeling better. I have more energy. I've lost weight. I'm able to go a lot longer. I'm a type 2 diabetic, and my sugars is stabilized so much more than what it was before. Before I had spikes and fluctuations, and now it's steady. And digestion is real good. The brain fog that she talked about, we don't have anymore. It's good. It's been difficult at sometimes, but once you get through that, you find out, I had arthritis, and I'm not having the extreme pain in my hands and wrists that I had before. I didn't know I was allergic to yeast, and we got that cleared up, and that made a big difference. So it's definitely made a big change in my lifestyle.
Good. Have you guys learned some things now, at least? I mean, I know we're only halfway through, but have you learned a lot that you're going to be able to take forward?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
The eating, and that we can actually eat till we're full and enjoy eating as opposed to shaming eating or comfort eating. There's no more of that. There's no more starving. There's no more, we can comfortably feel full and am satisfied.
Great.
If people knew what the garbage they were eating out of, not just the fast food places, but out of the stores, all the chemicals and all the things that they put on that food, you'd think twice before you put it in your mouth.
Yeah. All right. So, a question for both of you on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the easiest thing you've ever done, 10 being the most difficult. Where would you put it?
I would say a 3 because of ignorance.
Okay.
It was difficult because of my ignorance and not knowing. I struggled with eating more.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, though, isn't it? Eating more.
Yeah.
I had to say a 5 because it's a lifestyle change. And when you're used to, you go to work and you're used to getting a bag of potato chips at a certain time, or eating a hamburger or a bologna sandwich or something, and you have to change that, it's sometimes it's difficult because that bologna looks pretty good after a while. But then when you realize what it is and the stuff that you replace it with, it's well worth it.
Right, because eating organic food, you're not hungry,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not compelled with the cravings as you are without.
Great. All right. What would you guys have to say to people who don't know anything about functional medicine or what we do in our office? Can you sort of explain to them or let them know what the benefits would be?
If you're feeling bad, if you don't know why you're tired all the time, or why you can't think straight, or you're in pain constantly, it's something you need to check into, because it definitely makes a difference in your lifestyle. We weren't made to live in all this pain and stuff, and by doing this, we've learned how to watch what we eat. We feel better because of what we're eating, and it makes a big difference in your lifestyle. You'll have more energy, you won't even try to lose weight, and you'll lose weight. Or not so much lose weight, but you'll lose inches. And the main thing is that brain fog. You're able to think so much clearer, and when you realize what's going on, yeah, it's definitely, I'd encourage anybody to do this.
I think what I would add is that the non-traditional modalities that you have to get in touch with our bodies, or to diagnose, and to treat, is amazing, and it gives us, especially when I was pretty challenging. I was skeptical and challenging when it always came around to being correct and right on, and eventually correcting my body, and then going through the detox. I think that it's a must. It's absolutely a must. As a matter of fact, I've asked for referrals for my family members. I want them to go through it as well.
All right.
It's definitely well worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, thank you guys. You guys have been absolute blast to work with. I love my Wednesday mornings with you guys. It starts the day off right. I wish it was Monday mornings. We'd start the week off on a great note, but either way, Wednesdays are great. So we really appreciated working with you guys and look forward to keep moving forward.
All right.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.